Hello, you lovely bunch. Welcome back to another episode of RYE TV. We're hosted by AFC Kingfisher away in the third round of the Bert Holloway Cup. There's a bit of rivalry between us, so hopefully it can bring you a good game.
Yeah, I'm back from suspension today after 3 games out. How you feeling?
No, it's only 2, mate.
2 games. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm good. Looking forward to it.
Bert Holloway Cup third round. Chance in the quarter-final. How the boys feeling?
I don't know about them, but I know I'm alright and ready. They should be up for it.
Yeah? Any score predictions for today?
I reckon 1-0. I'm going to get the winner, aren't I?
Here he is, the gaffer, Alvin Spencer. How you feeling about today's game, Gaff?
Pretty good. I think we're going to win today. I think we're not even going to go down to penalties. I think today the boys will show it.
Yeah? Got a full strength squad to choose from, or?
A couple of guys missing. Won't hurt us too much. We've got loads of really good replacements. Guys who have been itching to play for ages, wanting to get on the pitch. We had too many people that are playing outstandingly right now. So we'll do it. We'll do it.
And talk to us about the games recently. What's been happening?
Do you know what? I just think that we just lost a bit of our team spirit. You know, I'm looking over the games on YouTube the other day, and I just noticed that we're not getting into the box as midfield, so we're not getting back as a team. I think today's going to be different because I've thought about nothing but this game for the last 2 weeks. So hopefully we get a good performance today.
A lot of frustration from some of the players and yourself in the recent games.
Yeah, I know I get a bit off the rails a bit, but it's just because I'm passionate, man. I just want to win. I hate losing, especially against teams that I know we can beat. And today we're going to prove that we can get back to the top where we belong.
Nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, the boys are being put through the paces, having a warm-up. They need to get there nice and early to have the warm-ups because they've hit a bit of a rough patch lately, but you know, it's taken it to be the turn of the year for them to have their first bumpy patch. So I'd say that's a pretty good season if you ask me.
Right on 3, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Right!
Peckham Row will be returning to the old faithful 3-5-2. They've gone for Duke and T up top, Neil sitting in behind. They've gone for then Ricky, Dean, Charlie and across the middle, and Warney, Jim, Gibbs and Mick in goal. Peckham will be looking to get their own back on AFC Kingfisher as a couple of results were suspect to say the least to the start of the season. They had a very late equaliser, and Peckham, don't forget. Anyway, the throw-in for Kingfisher comes down our right-hand side. Ricky with a big shot there, puts it down into Warney's feet. He puts it down. Charlie there, big lump up the pitch. T does very well to drop it, hold it up, play in the path for Duke. Duke's going to rinse him, go on a run. He skins that geezer, pass another. It's an unfortunate shot, lets him down. Anyway, Peckham with an early corner. Neil puts it in the mixer. They do get it clear at the near post. However, it is only as far as Charlie with a great interception. Pops it back off to Neil. He's going to stick it back in. Second bite of the sherry. Unlucky though, because the keeper gets there first. Anyway, it's a free kick for Peckham. Lumps out the pitch. Ricky there, leaving like salmon. Knocks it on. T picks it up. Unfortunately, he is tackled. There's a bit of a scuffle in the middle, to be honest, and no team can really get their foot on it. Neil picks it up, he looks at them play it in, and they pick it up again. Like I say, a bit of a scrap. A bit of a sceptical 50-50 there, but no, the through ball is then met by none other than Danny Gibson, who reads the game very well. He then does something that I've never seen him do before, and he disguises the long ball in over the top, plays Charlie in on the left, goes on a bit of a run, lets the ball get behind him, cut inside, look for the ball in. Now this, make of it what you will. I mean, I don't think it was handball, but there's a shout for it from Danny there. And they lump it back up the pitch, and Jim there, the touch lets him down, unfortunately, and do give away a foul, but, you know, cynical. Charlie here going for the postman title with a delivery like that. T superbly gets here, just taps it in at the far post, and it's a very dubious offside call given from the referee. However, it is aided by the Kingfisher-provided linesman. Now, we just think that there should be neutral linos for the cup games, but what can you do? Anyway, the throw for Peckham comes in down the right-hand side. The head is then put up straight back into the air. Danny Gibson then makes it, puts in a disguise and very clever through ball into the path of Van. He then gets to hold it up, try and get a better of his man, and unfortunately puts the tackle in, it deflects off into the keeper. Anyway, the long throw for Peckham comes into the area. T manages to find himself in yard space, paid off his man as the shot, and unfortunately is wide. Kingfisher then with a goal kick that comes out into the middle of the pitch. They hashed at the header. Neil then absolutely skinned that geezer, played the front wins to T. It's full behind him, however, he gets the pass into Duke. He snatches at it, and unfortunately he cannot quite get the finesse. There's a bit of a funny smell at the ground today, but anyway, Duke, as you'd say, you put your mortgage on him to beat the man, cuts inside, gets himself a yard, goes to have the shot, and unfortunately he does drag wide. Anyway, Peckham managed to get the ball on the floor, try and play a bit of passing football. Dino puts it back out into the right. Big cut inside. There's a little bit of confusion with the pass into the middle as it is read by the Kingfisher player with a nil pounces on it. Then wants to cut it back out into the right hand side and get the pass out there. And then look at this, you can't teach this. Ricky comes in, picks it up off him, goes down the right, puts a cross into the area, and it does manage to, I don't know, creep through. And unfortunately, he has to hit the shot. Goes on. Anyway, very well read by Danny Gibson there. And again, not looking to lump it long, trying to kick the ball, plays it into the bar for nil. He then pops it back off to Danny Gibson, who does snatch at this one. However, it's actually a fairly decent ball. Dukey there leaps, gets up to it. Charlie brings it down, probably got two better options on in front of him, but it goes for the shot. It's deflected, but he then doesn't get to the rebound, play Ant in, and I suppose you could argue his studs were up there. Again, Danny Gibson doing well to read the ball though. He's relishing his free at the back, playing in one of those, because he picks it up and he can go on a little run. Talking of little runs and little men, Ricky out here on the right goes down the right hand side, pings a path into the right hand channel. Dukey puts the ball square. It's met by a Kingfisher red, however. T down, might as well get it there. He does then show a bit of strength and absolutely sends this geezer, but looking to get it in the area, and unfortunately the keeper gets there. Anyway, Dukey here goes past that geezer. He stops and looks for the arriving overlapping player, plays Ricky into the channel, gets a very good touch to go past the one. He's only really got one option in the box, and it's a worldie of a ball, and unfortunately it's not what we've got. Peckham right throw-in, he's intercepted unfortunately, but only as far as the path of Danny Gibson. He then plays a very risky pass, to be fair, out to the right hand side. Ricky manages to get there, bombs down this right hand side. He's having a lot of joy down there today. Plays Dukey into the channel this time. He holds it up, gets a very nice ball into the back stick, and unfortunately nobody can quite get there. Anyway, the free kick comes in from Kingfisher, and it's wind assisted. It looks like the geezer's going on like he scored a 50-yard screamer, but it's wind assisted 1-0 Kingfisher. We need to get back in this, boys. Danny Gibson playing it into the path of Charlie. Not really the pass that Charlie wants on, so he's not gone for that long ball over the top. He's propped it off to Neil, who has got a good eye for that ball in over the top, plays it over to the right hand channel, and unfortunately he get there first. However, when he manages to put it on the floor and pop it out to the left back, Ricky there, he's seen it, he's read it, and they fouled him. Anyway, T there, putting in a shift, managing to pounce on this geezer. I don't know what he was doing. He looked like he was doing the Homer Simpson dance on the floor. Ricky then playing the ball in back over the top to T. It's a brilliant 1-2. He's ploughing on through. It's great work ethic, and unfortunately he doesn't quite have the finish to match it. Anyway, old Twinkle Toes manages to ride this first challenge, get past one. Looks to go past his second geezer, and he's not happy about that and going past him, so he clamps him. Danny then just popping a free kick off to the path of warning. He's looking to play into the area. They don't manage to get there. It looks like it could potentially be a foul, the obstruction there, but it's not given. Anyway, another free kick comes in. It's lofted back, put it into the back stick, and Neil there looks like he can't finish his dinner and puts it over. They pop it off to this number 10, who, can I just clarify, done the Ronaldo celebration to the camera when he scored, so we had to edit it out in case, I'm scaring off some of our fans, but Jesus Christ, that is embarrassing. Plays in the ball, soft side. There's a little bit of a delay in play when Mick picks it up, so the referee blows half time. It's a big second half for Peckham to come on, and you really need to get back into this. What can you do?
We are all over these guys. We had 15, 20 minutes. In fact, we had most of the half all over them. They scored from a free kick, yeah, and which from a corner. Right, a free kick, right, at the back post. All right, shouldn't have gone in. Our goal should have gone. We've got all of those things going for us, right? We've had loads of pressure on them, right? We're going to keep the pressure on.
Well, I'll say go again, boys. Go again.
We're going to win this game. We're going to win this game, boys. T, Neil, I need you guys to come up.
We're going to win this game.
Yeah.
It's no buts.
Keenan, Uber, you're going to go on. Uber going on the wing and going in the middle. Charlie, you're up behind the two strikers. But go up as well, yeah?
We're going to win this game, man.
Anyway, now Keenan, who, with all due respect to him, admitted some sort of fault in last week's game. He's coming on at half time, see what he can do. We've also got Uber on out on the wing. Let's see if they can change the game. But Keenan definitely having a point to prove. With Ricky having a field day out on the right hand side, Jim manages to find him with his pass. Ricky then looking to go on a little drive and play it into the channel. However, it's met by none other than a Kingfisher head. Anyway, the throw-in comes in. There's a bit of a miscommunication between both sides of the players. Charlie then popping it off to Rick. He's going to play it into Keenan. He's then going to get it just about on the wraps. play it into the path of Charlie, I believe. Ian picks it up. Here's a call, plays it out to Danny on the left-hand side, and Danny does what Danny does best, and unlike the first 45 of the game he's had, which was outstanding, he dumps it into the area. Anyway, their pass, it's intercepted. Danny there, you can't teach that, Danny Warren. But a little flick into him. Danny Warren plays it out to Rick, brings it down, and a foul is committed, but it's worth playing. Anyway, Ricky doing well to out-jump his man, gets to the second as well, pops it off to one of our players who plays it into the path of Charlie, and listen to this. The keeper at the sideline, it was an absolute spanner all game, reckons that Charlie can't pass. I don't know where he's got that from, but anyway, Ricky's been on fire this game, so he needs a little cool down, and puts himself in a puddle.
Please don't hit the camera.
Anyway, upon request, Ricky manages to not hit the camera, flick on from Dean. Keenan gets there, plays it off to Dean, out into the left-hand side. We do manage to get there, and plays it again into the channel. Uber looking to chase it down. I'm not a keeper coach, but you don't ever come out with your feet like that. But he gets away with it this time. Anyway, Peckham not looking to take their foot off the gas. Danny Gibson there, playing it across, spraying the play. Unbelievable vision. Plays it into the path of Danny Warren, who plays it back, would you believe? Danny Gibson then looking to go on a little drive. He's going to play it into this left-hand channel. Juki there, picks it up, holds it up very well. He's holding look, I knew it was coming, I can't believe it. It's another suspect officiating decision, and no rambles given, which would have had us right back in the game, if not leading if we've had both our chances. But we're not salty here at Peckham RYE, so we're going to get on with it, get our heads down and try and have a chance. Juki there, unfortunate not to get through on goal, but they've got there. The throw-in's coming. They've not managed to get it clear because Charlie's picked it straight back up again and played it over into the right-hand side. Juki then bringing it down, does well. Ball comes across from the right and Keenan has a strike with the left foot. Just remember me saying. Anyway, the corner comes in for Peckham, and unfortunately we can't quite get it converted. Other chances are coming. It is then picked up, puts it back in the mix, and unfortunately again nothing comes of it, and they go to get us on a counter. Anyway, the ball comes in from the throw-in. We pick it up and we try and get it across into the area, and it is blocked. However, when they get it clear, it's only cleared as far as one of our players again. Aiden wants to stick it straight back in the mixer as you would. It falls free. Juki picks it up, has a chance from maybe 15 yards out, and unfortunately just drags it wide. Danny Gibson then picks it up. He's going to play it up to the man, the big man up top. Talk of the devil, he's going to bring it out of the air superbly at that. Goes for the shot, and unfortunately it's not quite stung with the venom it would need. Anyway, the throw-in's come in on the right-hand side. Juki's held it up. Like I said from before, remember what I say, the ball comes in from the right-hand side to Keenan, takes it left-footed and strikes that absolute bottom corner. That's a different class, and, you know, I said he had a point to prove coming off the bench, and he has. Peckham looking to apply the pressure early doors. Get straight into it, do you know what I mean? Like 1-1, the momentum's with them, they're going to try and push on for it. Let's see how they get on. Great little bit of skill from Keenan there. Ricky's pass, despite being intercepted, Juki there, hounding it down. Looking to drive on, goes for the little dink, and unfortunately it just drags wide again. Anyway, the goal kick for Kingfisher. Dino does superbly to put his man off. He's the big lad, so it falls to Ricky. Touches like that shouldn't be legal, especially not in Sunday football, but he plays a pass in over the top. It's a little bit scrappy here in the middle, but we do manage to then get a little bit of joy down this right-hand side and bombing on, looking to take this one man on, take the second man on, and he does get it out for a corner. We're going to challenge his inner Gibson, and that's the Danny we know. Nothing constructive, unfortunately, can come of it. They do manage to pop it off back to Danny Gibson. He's going to look to get it back in the box, not the garden of number 72 over there, my bad. Anyway, silly fouls committed there by Kingfisher. Looks like they're panicking. Peckham coming. They're going for the jugular. Let's see what they can offer. The fact that that ball didn't even bounce just shows how much they were putting up with. But the ball is floated into the area. Unfortunately, it's not quite connected as you'd like. Pops it off to Danny Warren, who has the shot, and that would have been a worldie. But unfortunately, it's just not quite got it in it. Now, for Peckham to be absolutely burning their engines out, it's the 88th minute, and they're still going, they're still putting in this energy. It's a superb effort. The ball finds its way out to the path of Keenan, who picks it up. He's going to look for that. He's seen his name in the headlines. He's gone for that second goal, unfortunately, and the keeper does well to parry it out for a corner. Looks like it's been all Peckham these last few minutes. Dukey then picking it up. He cuts it back inside and he absolutely skins his geezer when he latches it right. Puts the ball in the area and unfortunately Dino can't convert from close. But that will be it for the full 90. Peckham are going to have to rely on extra time and potentially penalties to be able to get through to this next round. It has been all us, so hoping we can carry that over into the extra time. However, it is draining work playing at such a high intensity. Now the throw-in comes in from the Kingfisher on the right-hand side. A bit of a suspect run up to that throw, to be honest, but anyway, they do manage to lump it straight back up in the air. Met by none other than Jim, beast in the air. He brings it down, plays it into the path of their centre forward, and Danny Wall there, well, that's a cracking tackle. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I say, when your missus asks you to talk dirty, just tell her Danny Wall. Peckham have been punished once from a free kick in this game. Hopefully, lightning will not strike twice. Anyway, after that fiasco's all over, he does get round to eventually, I hope, taking this free kick. Neil then just peeling off of the wall, because it's only the 4-man wall, you'd like to think. They managed to have the shot, doesn't read the wall, and he absolutely snatches at the second ball. Anyway, the throw-in comes in from Danny Gibson, trying to hold it up a little bit and not just give away possession, but sometimes you can just appreciate good football. And that's not good football, so we won't appreciate that. Anyway, Mick then lumping it straight up the pitch. We managed to get there from Neil. Puts it back in, reverse ball. Dukey picks it up. He's absolutely ruined this geezer, gone past the one. Cuts it back onto his left, cuts it back onto his right. Puts the ball into the area. We do manage to get there. However, it's coming away from goal, so he peels it back off, turns around, looks to play it into the path of Keenan, who's having a great game, I say, coming off the bench, finds himself a yard, has the strike, just drags wide. But the goalkeeper manages to pump it up the pitch, and I'll tell you what, for someone so big, he's actually got a bit about him, I tell you. Dino's everywhere, picks it up, cuts back inside to play the pass into Neil. Unfortunately, it just gets away from him and he falls over. Unfortunately, we'll counter us from this. They've got very fortunate with the flick. They've beat the offside trap. He's gone around the keeper and he's made it too. It's painful to watch, but Peckham are more than capable of getting back in this. Can't predict how Kingfisher are going to try and see out this last 15. You'd put your money on them trying to keep the ball and just grind it out. Look, they look to go on a little attack here. Danny Wong coming in, getting the ball, and Dino, like I said before, she's got a bit about him, goes past one. Little through ball into the channel. Keenan trying to get there. However, if in doubt, they've stuck it out. Jim then picking the ball up, playing it into the path of Rick. Goes past his man, and silly fouls to be given away for Kingfisher there. The quick free kick is taken into the right channel again. Dukey unfortunately can't quite get what he needs to get on the end of that, but Peckham keep going to the end. Anyway, the throw-in comes into Rick, who brings it down superbly. Head up, again, I've enjoyed down the right-hand side, playing it into the right-hand channel, and Dukey here, look at that. He flicked the right analog stick off FIFA, has gone past the geezer, goes past the keeper as well, puts it across, square ball. Who's there? None other than Keenan. He's stuck it back in. That's 2 goals for him after what we said was an unfortunate week last week. 2 off the bench, great effort. Puts Peckham in great stead. 2-2, momentum with them. Get back in it, boys. Let's get this win. Let's not take it to pens. I don't think Kingfisher accounted for that, so let's see what they do to their game plan. Anyway, good tackle from Danny Gibson. He's had a superb game so far. Pops it off to Neil. He's got one thing on his mind. This game's been all about the channels. pops it into the left-hand channel. Juki runs past their player. However, another suspect decision, to say the least, has been blown up for offside. Anyway, the ball is lumped up from Kingfisher, met by none other than a Peckham player. Dino then forces it out. It's just very, very scrappy. Technique goes out the window when you're 120 minutes into a game near enough. The ball's played out to the left-hand channel. We're trying to get there. Unfortunately, we can't quite get in behind the defence is what we need to be doing. The snatch shot. Anyway, we'll end the game off with a 99 vision, 5-star, 50-yard pass. Just near enough the line-o. But that's it. The referee's going to blow up for that's full time, actually. 120 minutes. He's going to take penalties to decide it. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.